What's up, guys? This is just a shorter, quick video on basically how I was powering two rigs with one power supply, and it's pretty simple. The main thing for me that I found was extremely useful was having a power supply with two CPU ports. That way I don't have to split CPU power through one port. So this is another EVGA 750 G2. It's way overkill for wattage, but it's a super good PSU and it has two CPU ports. I'm sure you could find some other ones. That's the same one I'm using here that I was using previously to power the 5950X and the 7900X. And I ran each board using one CPU port. And then the other thing that's extremely useful is this 24 pin to 2x24 pin splitter. So this basically will just get plugged into like your main 24 pin, and then these two ends will each plug into their own motherboard, and that way you can power two boards off of one power supply. So I believe this one is still good. I was having some issues with getting stuff not working and the 7900X being weird, so I'm gonna return this one, but I did order another one off of Amazon. This one is half the price of the Amazon one, and I also did order some from AliExpress that look exactly like this, so we'll also give those a try, but those were also like $2 or $3. I'll link that in the description below as well. And then there's one more way that I power the rigs, and that's with a server power supply. So I'll go downstairs and show you how that's set up, but you can use the Pico PSU, and I'll link ones that have 6-pin inputs for power, and then I will run a separate cable for 6-pin PCIe to the CPU pin converter, so that way I get dedicated power to the CPU through a 6-pin rather than through the Pico PSU. That just seems a lot safer that way to do it versus running all the power through the Pico as well as the 24 pin. So I'll go downstairs and I'll show you how that's set up. Alright, now that we're downstairs, hopefully you guys can hear me over the KS1. So there's kind of two different setups here, so it depends on what you go with. So this is a ZSX board from Parallel Miner. It is meant to have 24 pin and SATA power and CPU power all together. You can also just use the Pico PSU with a standard breakout board as well. So my one rig I'm powering with this ZSX board. This is just an extra one that I had laying around, and I did not have two Pico PSUs. So I'm using the ZSX board to power the one rig. That's pretty standard. This all goes through one power source, so 24 pin to 24 pin. And the CPU also comes out of the same 24 pin, which just powers right here. And the 5950X is being powered with a Pico. So this goes from here straight into the 6-pin, straight 6-pin power. And then I have another 6-pin here, which runs and it gets converted from PCIe into EPS, which is the CPU pinout, which is down here. So that's how I'm dedicating CPU power using a 6-pin cable rather than running it all through these two little dinky wires. So the other Picos that I did order off of eBay, they have two reds and two blacks, so that seems a little more safe than running this all through just two little cables. Like, touching this is kind of warm, but not alarming at all. So, well, that's basically like the few ways that I power the rigs. I'm hoping Picos are good because I have plenty of breakout boards, and my PDU still has plenty of room in terms of outlets, so I could theoretically put another Pico here or server PSU and run a bunch of Pico power supplies. But even this guy is a 1200 watt, and I'm probably only pulling like 300 watts max, or maybe 400, but I doubt it's that much. So you could easily run another Pico off of this. So yeah, that's basically it. It's pretty simple how I power my rigs. I'll leave links to the breakup board, the Pico that I bought, the splitter, as well as the adapters. I'll leave links to all that in the description below. So none of it's on Amazon, so there's no like affiliate links or anything, but yeah, this will be through Parallel Miner. They might be still having a sale. I bought this for $35, I think. But the Pico was through eBay, the splitter and the converter cable were all through AliExpress. And those links were given to me by other people in the CPU community. So I assume that they work great. So I'm going off of their judgment there. So I'll leave links to all that down below. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the quick video on how I power my rigs. There's a few different ways, and hopefully that helps you guys out.